Hi everyone! Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. I'm Mandy and today we are making Hainanese chicken rice. It sounds like one dish, but it is a complete meal as it includes the chicken, rice, soup, and a few dipping sauces. It does take some labor, but definitely worth trying. With my tips and tricks, this will be the tenderest and silkiest chicken you will ever have. I'm using a whole chicken for this dish, which is how it should be done traditionally. I've seen other recipes that use the breast or the leg only. You can definitely do that, but make sure to adjust the cooking time and temperature based on your own judgment. You want a chicken that is not too big. Anywhere between 3 to 4 pounds is a good range, so it fits into your pot easier. There usually will be 1 or 2 pieces of fat at the end of the cavity. Trim that off. Then finely dice it. Save it for making the rice later. Rub the chicken with 1½ tablespoon of sea salt. This is a dish that is dedicated to the natural taste of the chicken, so any impurities and unpleasant smell will ruin the result. That's why we are rubbing it with salt. Make sure to clean up the cavity as well. Then rinse under running water thoroughly. Tie the legs with kitchen twine. Leave a little strings at the end. This will make the blanching a lot easier. I got a pot here filled with 5 liters of water. The pot needs to be big enough for you to move the chicken around to ensure an even blanching. Bring this to a simmer, not a boil. You just want to see tiny little bubbles like that. Keep the heat on medium, drop the chicken in, move it around for just 15 seconds. Take it out and wait for 30 seconds. Drop it in again and repeat what you just did for 3 times. This is the key step to firm up the skin and get a gelatin texture. You can see before the skin was loose and now it is very stretchy. Okay, this is the 3rd time blanching the chicken skin. Take it out and let it rest on the side because I am going to change the pot. I have seen so many Hainanese chicken recipes that would just leave the chicken in the pot and poach it until done. But because this pot is so big, you have to use a lot of water to cover the bird. In my case, it is 5 liters. That means the broth is going to come out very light in taste. This clay pot is a little bit bigger than my chicken, and it only needs 2½ liters of water to cover it. That means the soup is going to be concentrated and full of chicken flavor when it's done. By doing the extra step to switch the pot, you're actually bringing this dish to another level because the broth is very important in making the rice, soup, and chili sauce later. Now we will add the aromatics. I'm using 3 scallions. Tie them into a knot. Here is 2 inches of ginger, which I have sliced thinly. Some people will add pandan leaves and lemongrass. If you're wondering why I am not using those, go check out the pinned comment below this video because I have explained some fun history of this dish. Turn the heat to the lowest. We are going to poach this chicken for 50 to 60 minutes. When I say poach, means you don't want to see the water to have that bubbling activity. It should be nice and calm, a little bit steamy, and the temperature should be 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure you come back every 15 minutes to monitor the heat because everybody's stove is different. You don't want your chicken to be boiling while you're not looking. Okay, I think the chicken should be ready. Use a thermometer to check the inner temperature. Just poke the thickest part of the chicken. It should be above 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the bottom line where the chicken is safe to eat. Mine is 169 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect. Now we are going to shock this chicken by putting it in an ice bath, just for 15 minutes to stop the cooking process. When it is done, it should be slightly warm. Then we will brush the chicken with some sesame oil. I actually mixed the sesame oil with a tiny bit of turmeric powder. I know it sounds strange. I'll explain why in the pinned comment. Alright, set the chicken aside and I will show you how to make the rice. I'm using jasmine rice. Rinse it under running water and rub to remove the excess starch. Then drain completely. This is the chicken fat that we reserved. Render it over medium heat until it's nice and golden. You should be able to get about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of fat. If not, you should add a little bit of vegetable oil to make up the shortage. Toss in 3 tablespoons of finely diced shallot, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of minced ginger. Stir for a few minutes or until the aromatics are golden on the edge. Add the rice, then stir for a couple of minutes. At this point, you can transfer everything into a rice cooker, but I like to cook mine on the stove, so I will continue to use this pot. Add 2.5 cups of the chicken broth from the pot that we cooked the chicken in. There's no salt in the broth, so I will add half teaspoon of salt here. Bring this to a simmer. Put on the lid, turn the heat to low, and cook for 15 minutes. The smell is amazing. Let's fluff the rice. I think this is the best tasting rice because it is cooked with the chicken broth and lots of aromatics. Just looking at it, I'm drooling. Set the rice aside. We're going to talk about the 4 components of this dish. When you order Hainanese chicken rice in Singapore, it usually comes with chili sauce, scallion ginger sauce, sweet soy sauce, and a chicken soup. I know it sounds complicated. Don't worry, you don't have to make all 4 of them if you don't have time, but it's nice to show you how they're made. For the chili sauce, you will need 10 cloves of garlic, ½ inch of ginger, 1 big red chili, which is mild in taste, so I added 3 Thai bird-eye chilies to spice it up. Some would say it tastes better if you pound them in a mortar and pestle, but my arthritis is not allowing me to do that anymore, so I have to use a blender. If you're using a mortar and pestle, you will season the chili sauce after you pound everything nice and fine, but the blender needs a little bit liquid to do the job. That's why I am adding the seasonings now. 4 tablespoons of fish sauce, 3 tablespoons of lime juice, 1.5 tablespoons of the chicken broth. Yes, we are adding more chicken flavor. Last, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Blend everything until smooth. Set the chili sauce aside. We are going to make the scallion ginger sauce, which is really easy. A 1/3 cup of diced scallion, 2.5 tablespoons of grated ginger, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Heat up some vegetable oil until it is smoking hot. Then pour it over the aromatics. immediately your house will be filled with amazing fragrance. Mix well, and we will move on to the sweet soy sauce. You will need 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of palm sugar. It was a big chunk like this. I just shaved it finely. If you don't have it, you can use brown sugar. Stir over low heat until the sugar is dissolved. Drizzle in some sesame oil and mix well. Pour it into a sauce bowl. We will now go to the last component, the chicken soup, which is already halfway made. There should be around 2 liters of chicken broth left in the clay pot. Turn the heat to high and bring it back to a boil. Add some carrot slices, cabbage, and some salt to taste. I used 2 teaspoons of salt here. Cook for just a minute and we are ready to serve. As a Chinese, I am so used to serving my chicken with the bones, but my husband hates that. So I'm going to show you how I cut the chicken in a way that everybody is happy. Remove the kitchen twine and we are going to detach the legs first. You can slice them right off. Should be really easy if you poached it right. Chop it into big chunks. That's for me because I love dark meat. Oh, I almost forget to mention that I cut some cucumber slices and I placed it at the bottom of the plate. It adds some freshness and crunchiness to the dish. Next, cut off the wings and separate the flat and drumstick. For the breast meat, I will make a deep cut a little bit off the center to avoid the middle bone. Then you should be able to peel the breast off little by little, and it should come out boneless. You just cut it into thick slices. That will be for my husband because he prefers white meat. See, everybody is happy. Garnish it with some cilantro. This is the type of soup that I love. Very clean looking, but you know the taste is flavorful. The cabbage and carrot made it look so healthy. Let's give it a try. I'm going to dip the chicken with the scallion ginger sauce first because that's my favorite. This sauce is so aromatic, but it doesn't cover the meat flavor, which allows you to enjoy the purest taste of the chicken. That's the spirit of this dish. Don't forget to take a sip of the soup. It refreshes your taste buds, so you can enjoy the chicken with other dipping sauces. The chicken is very tender and silky, no doubt there. The rice is full of chicken flavor, which stands out even just by itself. I hope you give this a try soon. As always, you can click the link in the description and find the printable recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That really encourages me to continue to make more delicious recipes. Thank you for watching. This video is sponsored by Souped Up Recipes Clay Pot. It may sound new to you, but clay pot is a traditional cookware in Chinese cuisine. It has a high heat capacity. The material retains the heat, then redistributes it to the food slowly and evenly. The heavy-duty wall allows for better browning, then you can maintain low and slow heat on the stovetop or in the oven. I love the blue top and the hammer design. It functions as a beautiful serving piece that keeps the food warm on the table. If you want to buy it, the link is in the description. Go check it out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!